Gedane of Necrom, you tend the archive of corpses.
Never heard it called that before. But yes. Yes, I do. Would you like a tour of the catacombs?
Perhaps later. Hermaeus Mora's proxy returns.
Ah, of course. I'm sure the two of you have much to discuss.
3 labors were set before you, Proxy. Now Vermina, Periite, and Master Shell Rennie stand revealed as our foes. I have been speaking with Curate Gedane. I find him intriguing. But I wish to hear it from you. What did you find in Necrom Abbey? Just as Gedane told me then. The Fulcrum Obscura. The hidden kindred are well named. Although I understand you prevented them from escaping with the complete relic. Let us move on. What happened after we parted ways at Telrendis? Black books serve as doorways into Apocrypha. A master such as Shelreni Barrow likely has other ways to reach Hermaeus Mora's domain. So why is this particular book so important to her? What did you find in Alavelis? Able to invade Apocrypha unnoticed and break into the realm's master index. Our enemies are bold and capable, it seems. 3 different locations and 3 different schemes. They must be connected, but how? What are Mora's foes trying to do? Ah, I believe I see. The relic must be the key. The secret Vermina's servants sought in Apocrypha is the location of the dream. And the Black Book is needed for the rite they plan. Clever. Someone put them up to this. But who? Ah, yes. Torvasad. Well done, Proxy. Now we have a name for the spider at the center of this web. Key, rite, and dream. These are the threads we must follow to unmask our foe's true goal. Take this, with the thanks of Hermaeus Mora. I have been conversing with Curate Gadain. I find him interesting. But now we must return to the business at hand. The fates of 2 worlds depend on what we do next, Proxy. Shall we proceed? I admit the particulars of their plan currently elude me. Clearly they believe the relic, this fulcrum obscura, and the rite are key to remembering the dream they seek. To stop them, we must learn more about the dream and the secret it holds. We go to Apocrypha. The stacks of Cypher's Midden contain the most extensive collections of tomes and treatises in all the known realms. If answers to our questions exist, we will find them there. Will you continue to aid me in this endeavor? The portal in the room downstairs connects to the endless library of Apocrypha. Once there, head northwest and meet me at Cypher's Midden. Our research begins there. Since Curate Gadain is intent on recovering the relic, he shall accompany us. Where better to hide Oblivion portals than inside a ruined bookshop? This is just one of many studies I utilize across Tamriel. I even have a site in Apocrypha from which I can conduct my research. In Cypher's Midden, to be exact. Curate Gadain, are you certain you wish to accompany us?
Absolutely. The relic is my responsibility. Let me just grab a few essentials. I'll be right back.
Fate provides the aid we need, Proxy. We will meet you at Cypher's Midden.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Apocrypha. The Oblivion realm of Hermaeus Mora. In life, I came here often.
Ooh.
Another one. Confounded thing.
You have an intelligent look about you. A moment of your time?
Over here, Proxy. I trust your trip through the endless library was not too unsettling. The winding paths of Apocrypha can prove troubling to those unfamiliar with its preternature. Cypher's Midden contains a wellspring of knowledge. Shall we begin our research? The ciphers of the Eye offer hospitality and refuge to mortals who arrive in Apocrypha, whether purposefully or by accident. However, I am reluctant to involve them in this endeavor. Fortunately, I have my own methods for conducting research. The contents of these stacks change from moment to moment, such is the nature of this realm's thirst for knowledge. I can prepare a spell scroll for each of us. As you search, it will dredge up anything related to the parameters I set for the spell. All research requires parameters. This spell should locate information pertaining to the Fulcrum Obscura, the Rite, and Torvasad's lost dream. Use the scroll's enchantment to aid your search. Then return here, and we shall compare notes. Scour the stacks, Proxy. The magicka I infused into your scroll shall assist you by retrieving any relevant tomes from their resting place. Meet me in my nearby study when you have completed your search. What a curious query. Where else would I research and ponder the knowledge that the one who knows deigns to share? It is a humble refuge, nothing more. Now, we really must see what information we can draw from the stacks of Cypher's Midden. You and Gadain recovered a portion of the relic, the Fulcrum Obscura, from the catacombs of Necrom. The rite appears to be related to a black book once in the possession of Magister Meln. Both seem to be essential to the enemy's search for a dream. Apocrypha contains all secrets and knowledge. Whether they be dreams or memories or tomes, they all wind up here. We know that Torvasard learned something at the Tranquil Catalogue. We need to conduct our own research now and try to get ahead of them. That is what we must determine. The various repositories of Apocrypha are infinite. Books, glyphics, vaults. We have ascertained that if this particular secret is uncovered, it has the potential to destroy reality as we know it. That must not happen.
This stack looks promising. The spell drew that book from the stack. Quick, grab it. An ancient tome describing lost memories barely remembered in a dream? Too bad you only retrieved a few pages. What a mess! Have they no respect for the written word? It's burning up! Quickly, grab whatever remains! It's almost as though someone is eliminating these books the moment you find them. At least you recovered something. Over here. See if that scroll Liramil gave you actually works.
Another disturbance in the currents of fate, and what do I find? The Great Eye's mortal surrogate. Again. Once again, the water of fate ripples with unnatural disturbances. As if some huge clod tossed a rock into a still pond. And what huge clod do I find at the center of these ripples? The Great Eye's mortal surrogate. As I explained on the mortal plane, I am tasked with aligning wrinkles in the annals of fate. How I accomplish that is totally up to me. But when something alters fate's prescribed path, it makes ripples. Just like the one I followed here. Interesting. It would be good to know more about what the agents of Vermina and Periite seek in my master's realm. Did anything out of the ordinary occur while you were conducting your search? I was afraid of that. Whatever you're involved in may be beyond my jurisdiction. I suspect the secrets you hope to uncover fall under the direct protection of Apocrypha itself. The Great Eye has put precautions in place to keep them hidden. It means you have been given an impossible task, and it may taint my otherwise spotless record. This is not good. Not good at all. Take whatever you learned and bring it to Larimel the Wise. Hopefully she can make sense of this conundrum. Of course not. Why would you? You're only mortal. You were selected to help Hermaeus Mora save Apocrypha and Nirn. To do that, you must uncover the very secrets the Great Eye's enemies pursue. Secrets that can unravel reality as we know it. Obviously, everything of Apocrypha is of Hermaeus Mora. Only through the Great Eye's will could the sacred tomes be destroyed. You were chosen, and then I was unlucky enough to become involved. For good or ill, our fates have become tangled. For me to complete my task, you must succeed in yours. Which is clearly impossible since you can't overcome Apocrypha's protections. Which means you won't be able to save fate. So I suppose it doesn't really matter. Reality will unravel soon enough.
Friend, Larimel is waiting for you in her study.
The Midden stacks have been reluctant to yield the answers I had hoped for.
Apocrypha itself works against you. But the Great Eye's surrogate had some success.
Indeed. Show me, Proxy. Is it true? Were you able to successfully gather research on the relic, the rite, and the lost dream? Every time I thought I found something relevant, it crumbled or burned up before I could examine it. So you experienced something similar? As though the stacks were actively trying to keep the information hidden. Still, you managed to save some of the research. A reflection of your role as Fate's proxy, perhaps. Let me peruse these pages. This implies the relic was specifically created to reveal hidden secrets. Do these secrets pertain to the ancient cipher's report regarding the dream of a lost memory? And this last one? Could the enemy be seeking the infinite panopticon? Only one of Hermaeus Mora's most secure repositories of secret knowledge. It exists within a pocket realm of Apocrypha, but the entrance constantly shifts locations. Of course, they must be using the Fulcrum Obscura to reach the Panopticon. You and Gadain must use the part of the relic you possess to do the same as the enemy. Locate the entrance to the Panopticon. There are cairns throughout the realm. Sprinkle this dust of conjunction on 3 of them, then let Gadain apply the relic. Applying the dust to the 3 cairns I marked on your map will form a matrix of magicka. Gadain shall use the relic on each. Then I can perform a ritual to locate the Panopticon's entrance. I shall also give Gadain a gift, something to protect him. A charm that will provide Gadain with some measure of safety as you travel through Apocrypha. Please keep him safe, Proxy. Even with the charm, he seems overly fragile. Each cairn should glow after the successful application of dust and relic. Research is often a series of trials and errors. But yes, this should work. In addition to its normal properties, the relic should also seek out its other half. After you activate the 3 cairns, return here. Then I shall complete the ritual. Gadain, take this charm. It shall mark you as my guest in Apocrypha, and keep you safe.
That's most thoughtful, Laramil. Thank you.
The infinite panopticon is kept hidden for a good reason, Laramil.
Which is why we must locate it and protect it from the enemy.
This is the sort of quandary that makes my tentacles twitch.
Do you think Laramil has read all these books? I suppose I just need to hold the relic out like so. It almost feels alive in my hand. It worked! Look how it glows!
Very smart. Laramil's tapping into the realm's currents of fate to find the Panopticon.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both.
That's the end of that tale.
Laramil's amazing. Who else could help us find the Panopticon? Look, another can.
Side by side.
Stand close and let me shield you. Give me a moment to focus the Fulcrum Obscura.
Oh, it's Pat.
I know how dangerous this sort of ritual can be. Laramil's brave, I'll give her that.
Hi, Pat. How was your day? ¿Cómo estás? And all that. I called the funeral home near to see if they had a job opening. Funeral home, huh? I always knew you were a necromancer.
The other keepers are never going to believe this. Usually when we misplace a relic,
Our
we find
fate
it behind a
arrived.
couch in the Abbey.
We have fallen.
There's the final can.
I always knew you were a necromancer, Pat. Maybe.
Night never yields.
Laramil's gift protects us both.
Have you tried using like Monster or Career Builder or like Indeed, one of the job sites or apps?
Laramil's amulet can protect us both. Get closer to me, friend.
Using Indeed.
Dust applied. Now to use the relic.
Indeed's pretty good. All of them are pretty good, actually.
It wriggled in my hand. All done. Let's return to Laramil's study and let her know she can proceed.
People are always using all of them. Might as well grab this stone that is up here, or I forget what they call these.
Are you sure you know where you are going? This doesn't seem right. Let's go back.
I'm also trying to get a job at the school near me too, because cousin and I might, if the weather is good, I go there tomorrow. What kind of school is it? Also, have like a resume prepared and typed up, ready to hand to them. Because if they don't do like a interview on the spot, they're gonna want to schedule something. And for the recruiter or the person that's going to be doing the interview, they're going to want to have something to ask you questions based on what your experience is.
Outworlder, we need you!
Empty. So quiet. Where are we?
The use of colors in this area is nice, it's pretty. Like the dark greens and the oranges, nice touch. Especially like the skybox. Look how pretty the skybox is. Is something I can walk through? About to find out. Oh. Walked through this already. Post it on Facebook Marketplace, eBay. Facebook Marketplace is probably your best bet. Because if there is a buyer, it'll be local to you. That way you don't have to worry about shipping it to anyone. That'll cost you money. With Facebook Marketplace, worst case scenario is like a ride across town. Yeah, that's a cool name. And she looks cool. Habit forming. Looks like a nun.
The cans have been activated, Laramil.
Well done. Now, to complete the ritual. I feel the ebb and flow of Apocrypha. Some guide me, others try to.
Oh, Laramil, do be careful.
I told you. Apocrypha doesn't give up its secrets without a price.
Spot it! Curate Gedane's concern is appreciated but unwarranted, Proxy. I have been sifting through Apocrypha's secrets long enough to know my limits. And the ritual performed just as I hoped it would. Still, I could use a moment to regain my strength. The ritual directed me to the desolate northwest reaches of the Chroma Incognito. I sensed the entrance we seek there, as well as the other half of the Fulcrum Obscura. Our enemy must have also located the entrance, or is close to doing so. Let me mark the location on your map. Go quickly, Proxy. I shall follow and meet you there after I make sure Curate Gedane gets back to Nern safely.
Have I looked into the game Enshrouded? Yeah, I even tagged you in Discord, Pat. It tells me you've been ignoring me. Not cool. Not cool, Pat.
Go to the northwest region of the Chroma Incognito and see what you can find, Proxy. I shall catch up with you in due course. Only what I read. It exists outside the time and space of Apocrypha, hidden from all. It supposedly contains many of Hermaeus Mora's most closely guarded secrets. The interior is said to be so bizarre that the very sight drives mortal minds insane. Do not fear. My decades of study have made me mostly impervious to the horrors of forbidden knowledge. And you are Fate's proxy. You should be able to survive a visit to the pocket dimension. Besides, to save both realms, we have no other choice.
Let's look at it together, Pat, since you ignored me. here. Hey Pat, how come you didn't tell me this game came out? That was yesterday at 7:20 p.m., which was yours 6:20 p.m. Over 24 hours ago, Pat. You know how heartbroken I am right now? Tisk, tisk.
Scroot, please make sure Curate Gadain returns safely to Necrom. His work here is done.
But we still haven't recovered the other half of the Fulcrum Obscura.
Listen to Laramil, mortal. Your mind would melt the moment you stepped into the infinite panopticon.
But... Oh, very well. I'll return to Necrom and see if I can learn anything more about the hidden kindred or Master Shelreni. Do be careful, my friends.
How are you supposed to know? Because you know all the things. You know all the things, Pat. You're supposed to be all-knowing. What's it go next? Oh man, across the map. Well, I should grab that one there. Do that later. You are all-knowing, Pat. I should just fast travel. Running through this cave is gonna get old real fast. So your fault, Pat. All of it. What about Poke Pals? Are you gonna get into that game when you are able? Poke Pals. Oh, I'm here.
By all the tomes of Apocrypha, we found the entrance to the infinite panopticon.
Well, that was easy.
The ritual worked, Proxy. We located the entrance to the infinite panopticon. At least, until it moves again. Let us head inside and try to stop the hidden kindred from locating the secret they seek. I know not which of our enemies have entered the panopticon, but the ritual latched onto both the hidden entrance and the other half of the Fulcrum Obscura. They must have used the relic to find this place, not unlike how we did it. Legends say the panopticon is an endless labyrinth of rooms and passages, but nothing inside conforms to reality as we know it. It protects some of Hermaeus Mora's most precious secrets, and powerful guardians roam its lengths. Shall we proceed? Prepare yourself, Proxy. We should both be able to withstand a short visit to the panopticon, but that does not mean we can ignore the dangers. Steel your mind and harden your will. When you are ready, let us head inside.
One second. Get us. Okay. Done and done.
We know they seek details concerning a lost dream, and they plan to use a rite from a black book to recover it. But first they must determine where it is stored. I assume that they believe so, and with the Fulcrum Obscura they can sift through the infinite secrets locked within until they find the exact one they require. We must get inside and prevent them from accomplishing that. We have entered the infinite panopticon. But where are the catalogers?
That hunger is native to Apocrypha. See how it shifts between the layers of reality? Attack while it's shifted, and its energy can power my ghost sight. Enter the focus point. My ghost sight can defeat this enemy.
God damn, I hit him for 9,000.
I focused my ghost sight. Use my ghost sight to strike true.
12,000?
Not bad, not bad. But without my ghost sight, you probably wouldn't have survived that.
I would have survived. It would just take me forever to kill him. Especially since Pat's not helping me.
Careful, Proxy. I sense corruption in the air.
Right. This malignancy allows the corrupted Guardians to phase between layers of reality. When we get close, use my ghost sight to find the source. You destroyed one sensor of corruption, but I sensed more above us.
What did you do, Proxy? The corruption has lessened, but it persists.
The current of fate shall revitalize you.
Oh, it's above. Oh, this is it. So
Move! Get out of there! Let fate renew your vigor, Proxy.
A malignant substance.
what the hell?
A malignant substance.
What the hell? Well, are they?
Let the threads of faith restore your strength.
Probably gotta go higher up. Or maybe not. Here we go.
My ghost sight. There's something nearby. Another sensor destroyed. Without my ghost sight, you'd never find them.
Wasted a lot of
Well
time
done.
downstairs.
The corruption's hold weakens.
Feel the current of faith flow through you.
Oh, you dead. Isabel is so fucking slow. I guess I gotta get her a charge move. Do you have a charge move?
How can I help?
'Cause you are slow. Try this. Yep, this is it. That
What do you
fool,
say to some celebratory sweets?
that fool
Ready to write the
interrupted.
next chapter?
I need this here, then that, then that, then that. There you go. Should be good.
Take one more sensor to destroy. Use my ghost sight.
Feel the current of faith flow through you.
That was the last sensor. The corruption should clear on its own now.
Whatever you just did, I sense the corruption fading away. Let us talk. Whatever you did, it worked. The corruption dissipates even as we speak. According to Blightcrown's notes, they are using the corruption as some sort of method to avoid detection. Is that how they plan to elude the gaze of the one who knows? I believe so. He has somehow combined the power of dream with the power of pestilence to shift between the layers of this reality. They are here, but not here. Effectively hidden from the all-seeing gaze of Hermaeus Mora.
They are here, but not here, Pat.
The power of the ritual we use to locate the Panopticon lingers. We can use it to focus on the portion of the Fulcrum Obscura that Torvasad and Blightcrown carry. We can follow its trail directly to them. I shall concentrate the residual power of my ritual into a final tracking spell. Follow where the energy leads.
Let's do it.
They carry the Fulcrum Obscura through this door, Proxy.
Oh wow, would have never found this. Oh wow.
Hermaeus Mora has set a guardian gaze to protect the way ahead. We
And-
must divert its attention to cross the chamber.
And sarcasm.
Periite rune, reeking of disease. Is this how they distracted the Guardian Gate? Activating the
Guardian's
rune
vision
got the
is
Guardian's
similar to my
attention.
ghost sight.
There must be more.
Nothing escapes its notice.
Look, another rune.
Clever. Activate all of the corrupted runes and we should be able to sneak past the eye.
The Guardian appears rattled by those Periite runes. Guardian is stuck. Now, through the portal to the north.
What? Wait a minute, Pat. Does that mean you has coffee? And I don't?
See how the fulcrum vibrates? What we seek is here.
Another eye. It looks like all the others to me.
Have faith, diseased one. This eye contains the memory of the dream we seek.
Then let's get this over with. I can't hide us between the layers of reality much longer.
Ah, fate's mortals. I have no wish to harm you. Turn back and let us finish what we started.
They dare enter one of Hermaeus Mora's forbidden memories. We must follow them. Let me open a portal. There.
Proceed carefully. Between the energy here and Blightcrown's manipulation of reality, Laramil's portal could behave erratically. I knew it! We're not where Laramil intended, and now she's missing. Spellcasting should be left to the professionals. Look above us! Eye of Morning! Laramil's portal deposited us on the ceiling! Another portal? I knew it! Blightcrown's manipulation of the layers of reality caused Laramil's spell to splinter. Well, step on through, and hopefully we'll reach the layer we're looking for. moving through the portals. Each portal gets us one step closer to the Eye of Mora. Maybe Lyrimil's a better spellcaster than I thought. Traversing different layers of reality is disconcerting. Quick, into that portal!
Into the portal!
If this one doesn't get us there, I'm going to start making things explode. Finally! The Eye of Mora on the walkway above.
I'm with you, my friend.
The Eye of Mora! With or without Lyrimil, you need to go in after Blightcrown and Torvsard.
Can I just skip the fight? Yes, I can.
You're as transparent as I am. And look, there's Torvsard.
We're in a memory of Hermaeus Mora, mortal. Here, no harm may befall us. I suggest we use this opportunity to confer. When dealing with matters of fate, meetings such as this are inevitable. Know that I am Torvsard, and know that we need not be adversaries in these matters. I simply seek an ancient dream, barely remembered. Lost knowledge, nothing more. Is that what Hermaeus Mora and his high elf lackey told you? Can you imagine any revelation that possesses such power? No. This is about keeping secrets, hoarding knowledge, stealing memories. Hermaeus Mora, the great miser of oblivion. All I have is fragments of a dream. Even Vermina could not help me recall it. But we remembered enough to get us this far. Hermaeus Mora stole this knowledge from us. I do not wish to harm you, mortal. To harm anyone. But I will learn the truth. The pompous mortal riddled with disease. The memory rejected him. We entered together, but I stand here, alone. Except for you. But worry not for Periite's priest. Blightcrown has skills. It should be a simple matter for him to return to Nirn. I will continue my search. You, however, should turn back. Wandering the memories of a Daedric prince is dangerous for one such as I. For you, such a journey will most likely prove fatal. I would hate to see Fate's Chosen reach such an ignoble end. Heed my words, mortal.
If I learned anything as a Telvanni Magister, it's this. When a Dremora tells you to go right, you go left. Let's see what this memory contains.
Hear that, Pat? They tell you to go right, you go left.
Dream carvers. Prince Vermina's Petramora clan. Those are Vermina markings on the walls.
Where are the markings at?
I'm right here. Stay focused.
Don't see any markings. Did. Oh, he did.
I won't let you do this, Fate Forger!
It is already done. You will forget this ever happened. Everyone will. It is the only way to preserve reality.
Damn you, Mora! Damn! No!
A spell to make all of reality forget. I can barely imagine. Come on. We need to find Torpasad.
And now you know of Hermaeus Mora's grand betrayal. Once I restore Vermina's statue, the process of restoring the memory will begin. I suggest you defend yourself, mortal.
For the Prince of Dreams and Nightmares.
Destroy the heretic!
my ghost sight to attack with precision.
Focus your mind. Stay with me.
The bliss of fate comes, but too late. What was shattered has been restored.
Who dares enter this forbidden memory? No! What have you done? Flee while you can, transgressor. Your reckless actions threaten all of reality. This memory is changed. Chosen, speak with me.
Uh-oh, Pat, he's mad.
I erased all evidence of this moment, and of the events that led to the loathsome action I was forced to perform. But I could not strip it from my own memory. And now that misstep has borne bitter fruit. What did the Dremora tell you, Chosen? Torvasad spoke true. Forbidden knowledge and secrets are my prime concern. Much of what I hoard serves to protect all the realms of existence. This particular secret, however, must stay forgotten. Even this slight recollection threatens reality. Torvasad found a way to slip past the eyes that see all, into the memory he should have had no ability to access. And yet, here we are. He restored that which I destroyed. And now this recollection is no longer forgotten. The threads fray, but have not yet snapped. Torvasad and my enemies recall a fraction of the memory. But the most devastating secret remains locked away. Return to your allies. The situation can still be salvaged if you and Laramil work together. Use this portal and return to Laramil's study. We will talk again soon.
Uh-oh, Pat, this is getting good.
There you are. I was afraid you might have been lost in the void after my portal fractured. When the opportunity to enter a place of forbidden knowledge was snatched from me, the frustration was nearly overwhelming. Oh, well. Tell me what you saw inside the memory, Proxy.
I still don't trust her because he's the one that opened the portal and then she disappeared.
Ah, the event that began this cavalcade of fate. Of course, such drastic measures must have been taken for good reason. The one who knows keeps referring to the unraveling of reality if we fail in our efforts. What else did you experience? With that level of power, Torvasad is clearly more than your average Dremora. Much more. Does that mean the secret has been remembered? Have we failed? Shall reality begin unraveling all around us? Then only some of the lost memory has been restored. The most dangerous portion of the secret must still be hidden. Very well. If you plan to honor your contract and still want to help save Apocrypha and Nirn, I shall assist you as best I can. I would have it no other way, Proxy. We followed Hermaeus Mora's enemies from one end of Apocrypha to the other, and we learned what they seek. You have done well, and the one who knows wants to reward your efforts. Take this. Then, we shall see. What you described. How could Torvasad change a memory of Hermaeus Mora? How could he alter what happened so long ago? Such a power should not exist. This sensation. Bafflement. I do not care for it. Torvasad has allies as well. Master Shell Rennie, Vermina, and Periite. Blightcrown and the hidden kindred cultists. They seek to restore memories stolen from them by Hermaeus Mora. And from what you saw, Torvasad has started the restoration process. Yes, most puzzling. Torvasad's next step must involve the right Master Shell Rennie seeks to draw from Meln's Black Book. Return to Necrom and find Curate Gadain. See what Shell Rennie is up to. Meanwhile, I have other inquiries I wish to explore. Remember, as long as Shell Rennie possesses the Black Book, she can complete her rite. If they fully unlock this forgotten secret, multiple realms are doomed. I shall meet you at the bookshop in Necrom after I complete my investigations. Torvasad and Blightcrown could be anywhere, but Master Shell Rennie has roots in the Telvanni Peninsula. If anyone can help you navigate the complexities of the Dunmer Great Houses, it is Curate Gadain. Investigating Shell Rennie is our best option. This portal will return you to Necrom, Proxy.
Master Shell Rennie murdered me to avoid the scrutiny of the Assembly of Masters. What else might she do to further her ambitions?
Her voice is starting to sound familiar, like I've heard her voice in something before.
The mortal returns. I thought I recognized that wrinkle in the fabric of fate.
I hoped Laramil would be with you. We have news. Scroot and I uncovered the most interesting news. The Assembly of Masters learned of Master Shell Rennie's recent activities and has called for a conclave. They plan to strip her of her rank and expel her from the house. It's complicated. The Assembly of Masters consists of just their mouths. The actual Masters rarely leave their towers, and never to meet with their rivals. A conclave, however, is a different story. The Masters themselves are compelled to attend. Don't you see? When they convene the Masters' Conclave, Shell Rennie must be on hand to contest the charges. So, we know where we can find her and when. At Tel Hulan, the Tower Hall in Old Isra. As a curate, I think I can get us into the Conclave by claiming official Necrom business. House Telvanni prefers to stay on our good side, so they rarely ask too many questions of the Keepers of the Dead.
Curate or not, he'll never get into the Conclave bearing the mark of a Daedric prince. Not without my help. Underestimate Shell Rennie at your own peril. And do not think to just walk into a Telvanni stronghold reeking of Hermaeus Mora. Either Shell Rennie's Daedric allies or the Conclave's own protections will spot you the moment you step across the threshold. Of course. Wasn't I the greatest magister of my time? If not for my desire for solitude, I would have been the Archmagister. Unfortunately, my spectral body isn't good for anything these days. You'll need to serve as my hands for this to work. Return to Telrendis. Around my tower, you'll find the components necessary to assemble a passable cloak of omission. Look for dried hoaxwort, a Lamia-scale shawl, and an illusion tincture of my own creation. I'll tell you more when we get there.
Yay, a fetch quest. Yay, my favorite. Yay, go get items. Yay. Pat, don't you just love a good fetch quest?
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra?
You do? You're supposed to be on my side, Pat. Not supposed to be against me.
On the move.
You're supposed to be on my team. Silly Pat. Silly Pat.
I should have made a map. Curses and corporeal existence. I can see why most ancestors move on instead of haunting their descendants. My mortal memories are much harder to recall than I anticipated. I don't remember where to find those components. Not exactly. Of course not. I buried the components we need in separate caches on the tower grounds. I just can't remember exactly where I put them. No matter. With your assistance, I'm sure we can find the right spots. Use my ghost sight. It will reveal the hiding places. Remember, Telrendis is my place of power, despite Shalreni's attempts to make it her own. Here, I can easily use my magic through you, as long as you're willing. I placed sigils at the spots, but on a different layer of reality. Use my ghost sight, and you should be able to see them. The caches are buried beneath those locations. When you get close to a spot I recognize, I'll tell you to activate my sight.
Yay, you'll tell me.
Should be able to see my sigils through my ghost sight. Look around. Use my ghost sight here. Has it really been so long? Those components look terrible, but they'll have to do.
Where's the last?
This must be the place. Isn't ghost sight wonderful? You'll find a cache here.
Whoa.
Drake, get back on your feet.
Hit me with 2 things for 15,000 each. He hit me for 30. Hit me for 30,000 when I only have 22,000 health. Oh shit, now Isabel's dead. I'm gonna run away from this dude. I don't know what he's made out of. He's fucking tough. I don't know. I don't think that's a world boss. He's got world boss amounts of health. 748,000. Fuck that. Got 748,000 health and he hit me for 30. Yeah, no thanks.
I remember this old workbench. We can prepare the Cloak of Omission here. Good one. Place the components, one at a time, onto the enchanting workbench. Almost done. Now sprinkle the tincture. Excellent. Now take the Cloak of Omission. Go ahead and try it on. The cloak will mask your presence and hide your connection to the Prince of Fate.
Where the hell is it? Things you see. Oh.
You look amazing. Barely a hint of a data connection.
Stupid.
I should explain the particulars, though.
Stupid. I just have to interact with a spot right here instead of looking for this stupid thing in my inventory.
Not a bad bit of work. You follow directions well. And the cloak looks perfectly dashing. Dashing, I say. Now let's head to Old Isra and meet up with Kirit Gedain. She should have gotten you access to the Conclave by now. Did I? I don't recall. But if you're asking about the Cloak of Omission, it can only shield you from so many scrying attempts. Eventually, someone will notice you. But the enchantment should last long enough for us to get our hands on Shelreni. Now that you mention it, yes. Gdain can get you on the access list, but you must play your part. Dunmer laws are labyrinthine, Telvanni especially. You need to invoke the proper statute to avoid suspicion. Just say the following to the sentry at the door. I hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom Agreement, and then demand entry to the Conclave. Can you remember that? Once we get inside, we can meet up with Curate Gdain. What could Shelreni be thinking? She's obviously counting on the support of two Daedric princes. But does she really expect them to magically elevate her to the rank of Magister? Let's get to Tel Hulen in Old Isra and see if the cloak works. Because you're not a Telvanni. That particular statute relates to the agreement between House Telvanni and the Keepers of the Dead. If you present it with authority, the Sentry will probably grant you access. And tell them what? If you even imply that any Telvanni would require the help of an outsider, you'd insult them at best or get arrested, if not immediately challenged to a duel of spells. Believe me, any of those would be counterproductive. Do you honestly think my people need a legitimate reason? Well, how about impersonating a Necrom official? Or infiltrating a meeting of the Master's Conclave? Not to mention acting in the service of a Daedric prince? We can't risk it.
Wait, what happened to the freaking costume? So fucking stupid. Like, why make me wear it? Only for a cutscene? Okay, game. Okay, I guess. Oh, so dumb.
Fathomless prince of a dark brewing tide, who peers through the ink between pages and now it will never
Tel Hulen, the Tower of Halls, home to the Assembly of Masters. Remember to invoke the statute when you demand entry, and put on the cloak.
No, Vabdru. As Master Shalreni's mouth, you are prohibited from entering the Conclave.
But I must warn the Masters.
Don't worry. Your treacherous master will be dealt with soon enough.
You must warn the other Masters. I can no longer stand by and do nothing while Master Shalreni continues along this dark path. Her actions threaten the entire peninsula. You probably shouldn't. But that doesn't mean I'm lying. I admired Shalreni for her skill and power. Thought she would help me rise in the ranks. But her ambition and contempt for her fellow Telvanni will doom us all. Master Shalreni made a deal with not one, but two Daedric princes. She plans to use their help to eliminate all who oppose her so she can become Archmagister. The Masters won't listen to me. They don't understand the danger. I'm not sure. Master Shelreni stopped confiding in me. But I know how she thinks. She has no respect for the Masters or this Conclave. When they move to reprimand her, she's going to show them just how powerful she's become. It will be a bloodbath.
The Master's Conclave is in session. All other business is on hold. Come back later. Necrom, Let me see. Ah, yes. You're listed as Curate Godane's attending clerk. Very good. You may go inside. I expect you'll find the curate in the Assembly antechamber, as the attending Magister declared the Conclave for Masters only.
It's Pat's fault that I keep getting these fetch quests.
There's Curate Godane.
Really, I must...
I insist, Curate. You do realize I wield considerable influence as Master Norvora's mouth.
Of course, but...
I could do much for you and the Keepers. Now tell me, what do you think of my book?
That's Master Norvora's mouth. We need to extract Godane this instant.
The curate and I are busy, outsider. I am eager to hear what he thinks of my book, Ancestors of a Humble Mouth. It's a work in progress, but at least 2 booksellers have expressed interest. Come back later. How strange. As no one but Masters are allowed inside, Master Norvora explicitly told me to wait out here until after the Conclave concluded its business. Well, obviously Master Norvora needs her spellbook. No master should ever meet her peers without being totally prepared. I'll go and fetch it at once.
Thank you, my friend. Follow me. I know a place where we can talk privately. We can speak. You arrived not a moment too soon, my friend. Before they decided to seal the hall, and I was trapped in that dreadful conversation with Mouth Elar, I found what we needed. Master Shelreni is here, and being held under guard until the Conclave begins. And now we come to the problem. Magister Gothran arrived from Sadrith Mora to oversee the Master's Conclave. He immediately expelled all but the Telvanni Masters and placed a ward on the door. There's no way to get into the assembly hall. Sadly, disabling a ward placed by a Magister is beyond my capabilities. If you have any ideas, please share them. Otherwise, I fear the Masters are on their own in there.
A Magister? To counter Magister magic, eh? Good idea. Let's go disable the ward. A ward needs anchors. Use my ghost sight to spot them.
Master Morena seemed exhausted. Is she well?
One on either
the
side
healers
of the door.
recommended she stay in bed.
I'll lend you
She
my
insists
power to
we attend
disable
the
them.
conclave. They call them so rarely, you know.
Understandable.
As much as our masters despise public appearances, they hate the thought of others gathering
Magister
without them
Guthrin
more.
is good.
Too bad we're
but
not
I'm
allowed inside.
better.
I was hoping
Let's
to see what
enter the
punishment
assembly
they
hall.
devised for Master Shelreni.
This is a closed session. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Now, Guthrin, surely such restrictions don't apply to a Magister and his proxy.
Meln the Mouthless, a spirit. No matter. I will not tolerate your antics.
Nothing in our statutes precludes a dead Magister from participating in a conclave. Now, hear what my proxy has to say.
Very well. Step forward. You stand on shaky ground, mouth for the mouthless. What's so important that Magister Meln dares interrupt this closed session of the Master's Conclave? And Magister Meln thought us so ineffective that he had to swoop in and save the day? How presumptuous of him. Do you really think one rogue master is a match for this assembly? So I heard. Hence the reason I decided to leave my comfortable tower and come all this way to personally take charge of this conclave. The Masters will hear the charges, question the subject, and render swift judgment. Is that why you're here? To add another charge to Shelreni's list of crimes? Then so noted. Perhaps that's why she turned herself over without any fuss or bother, so that she can plead for mercy. Perhaps I'll be lenient. Perhaps not. Enough of this nonsense. I listened to the concerns of your Magister and heard his allegation. Now we are finished. Meln may stay if he wishes. That is his right. But you and the curate should go and leave us to our work.
Psst, over here. I forgot how boring my so-called peers can be. Pity Shelreni didn't eliminate a few more of my rivals before we noticed. But your master, Meln. I have fond memories of his many antics. That's why I wanted a word with you. Your master has delayed these proceedings long enough. Master Shelreni reached above her station and must be dealt with. Anything that postpones that and increases the time I must spend in the company of my so-called peers will not be tolerated. Murder, you say? That is serious. I suppose anything can be expected from a master who makes pacts with Daedra. We really need to strip her of her rank and exile her. Well, if you must see her, she's being held in a meeting room down the East Hall.
I don't understand this necessity for debate. If it were up to me, we'd get right to the vote. Nothing anyone has to say will change my mind about Shelreni. Now then, is Magister Meln really dead? Meln may have confused Magister Guthrin, but there's no provision for a dead Telvanni participating in a conclave. It's just not done. Is that a threat? Master Morena led Shelreni through the East Door for making similar pronouncements only a few moments ago. If that can happen to a master, imagine what's in store for a lowly mouth like you.
There's a meeting room just to the right. This must be where they're holding her.
Shalreni's gone, but what's that tipped-over bottle over there? That's pure essence of dream. Let me cast a spell to see what happened here.
What was that? Just a little gift from the Prince of Dreams. Soon, you will do exactly as I say.
You won't get away with this.
I already have. And with your help, I'll get away with so much more. Now let's go attend the Conclave. My ascension requires participants, willing or otherwise.
We must get to the Conclave. It's held in the Master's private hall to the north.
Something's going on to the north. I think the Conclave is starting.
Master Shelreni, you stand accused of conspiring against your fellow Telvanni, murdering Meln the Mouthless, and consorting with Daedric princes. How do you plead?
A Telvanni doesn't plead. But I will kill you all before I take my sacrifice and depart.
Help me, Magister.
Shelreni, cease your actions this instant.
Use my ghost sight to disable the wards and get down there.
I gotta wait for the animation.
You again? If these fools can't stop me, what hope do you have?
Come on, get up! I'm not ready to die a second time.
You're finally awake. Thank the ancestors. I thought Shelreni killed you.
We should talk, Mouth of Meln. The Mouth of the Mouthless. I suppose you want me to say that you and Meln were right. That I should have taken Shelreni's threat more seriously. Well, let's pretend I said that and move on to what needs to happen next. Yes, quite a display. She used the Conclave to formally announce her intentions. Her spell would have killed everyone, and positioned her to challenge the Archmagister for rulership of the house. Luckily, I was on hand to save the local masters. Shelreni may be a powerful master, but I am a Magister of the Telvanni Council. It was a simple matter to deflect her attack while the Conclave dispersed. Then, I stabilized the portal she fled through, assuming you would want to follow her. Really now, who do you think Meln consulted when he first invented his Cloak of Omission? I see the mark of Mora upon you. House Telvanni wants no part in the machinations of Daedric princes. Just make sure to kill Shelreni when you find her. Master Morena revealed her inadequacies when she allowed herself to be captured. The other masters survived. In both cases, House Telvanni won. If you plan to chase Shelreni, I suggest you leave now. I'm not going to hold that portal open forever. In all honesty, no. In case you haven't noticed, we of House Telvanni are a superior lot. Sentiment and mercy rarely factor into our actions. Now, step lively. That portal will close as soon as my attention wavers. Ooh, and I feel a yawn coming on.
Also. What a mocoso. I gotta watch. I didn't even realize that I switched the scene. I was watching a video and on my little control panel here, I hit a button that switched the scene. There you go. So your fault, Pat. I hit the wrong button because of you, Pat.
This ancient ruin. Those markings. This place is dedicated to Vermina.
This place. I think we visited the memory of it in the Eye of Mora.
This chamber appears promising. We should look around. Anything relevant in those papers? Was there anything in those papers about Master Shelreni or where we might find her? She writes about how Torvasard came to her, indoctrinated her into Vermina's service, how he was consumed with restoring something that was either stolen or lost, and how he insisted they find this ancient shrine. Interesting. So they sent the malachite mined from the Alavelis quarry here. And she discusses how the hidden kindred were formed to provide the workers needed to accomplish the restoration. Somehow, rebuilding a Vermina statue is the key to Torvasard's goal. This must be where that original memory took place. Where Vermina and Periite think Hermaeus Mora wronged them and stole whatever it is they now seek. Let's keep going. That restored statue and Master Shelreni must be somewhere in this old ruin.
We must find Shelreni and stop her from completing this rite.
This way.
There's Shelreni and Master Morena. We need to free her.
My black book! Looks like Shelreni got past my safeguards.
Genius, Torvasard. Using the restored memory to open a path to Apocrypha. All we need now is for Shelreni to finish the rite and perform the sacrifice.
Shelreni's using the restored statin aspect of Vermina. That's not good.
Away, agents of fate! This vessel will help me restore what was taken from us all! No! Now, my disciple. Complete the sacrifice so I may inhabit the vessel.
Step into the focus to use my ghost sight. Use my ghost sight to strike truth.
You did.
Now, friend, free Morena from the binding.
Daedric magic is unstable! Save yourselves! No! Not when we're so close!
Close my black book and take it. That should end the rite.
Taking the Black Book won't stop us, and one of you will serve just as well as a sacrifice.
No need to involve outsiders, Shelreni.
Oh shit, he killed her.
Accepts your sacrifice and deems you a worthy vessel.
I regret the bloodshed, but soon Mor's injustice will be undone.
With this vessel, I can enter Apocrypha and strike at Mora's heart. With me, my faithful!
We have to warn Apocrypha. Let's return to the Necrom bindery and find Laramil.
Hold still, and I'll open a portal back to Necrom.
I didn't see that coming. Oh shit.
Neither Scroot nor I can feel Hermaeus Mora's presence. We both find this unsettling. Good, you are here. Both Scroot and I felt a sudden disturbance in the tides of fate. Something terrible has happened in Apocrypha, and Scroot and I no longer feel the presence of the one who knows. Another significant event in the annals of fate, and I missed it. But Master Shelreni is dead. And Vermina did what? Start from the beginning, Proxy. What happened at the Master's Conclave? So that was Shelreni's plan. Use whatever power the princess provided to eliminate her rivals and move up in rank. I am glad she failed. But what happened after that? And Blightcrown decided to complete the rite anyway by sacrificing Shelreni instead. Ruthless, but in keeping with a follower of Periite. And you say this allowed Vermina to possess Shelreni's corpse? What happened next, Proxy? They cannot. Not usually. Hence all the trouble that Torvasad and his allies went through to reach this point. At least you saved the Telvanni Masters and recovered Meln's Black Book. Well done. While I ponder next steps, take this. You earned it. Both Scroot and I felt the tides of fate churn and boil. Worse, neither of us has been able to commune with Hermaeus Mora since the Black Book's rite was completed at Vermina's shrine. And you say you saw Shelreni's body walk into Apocrypha? Giving Vermina access to Apocrypha and a host to work through. They must know where to find the memory they seek, or they have a good idea where to look. Apocrypha is infinite. Without fate to guide us, we are lost in the dark without a candle. Blightcrown and Torvasad have ways to avoid detection. Only one viable option presents itself. We must ask Master Shelreni where Vermina has taken her body. Will you see this through, Proxy, before the disaster Mora foresaw comes to pass? Fortunately, we have two conduits to spirits not yet bound for Aetherius at our disposal. Magister Meln and Curate Gadain. Speak to Meln first. He obviously knows what happens when a Telvanni mage dies. Aetherius is the immortal plane. When a person dies, their spirit moves on to that realm unless something prevents that from happening. A violent death, perhaps, or because the spirit still has tasks left undone. Shelreni fits both categories. What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha. Vermina and her allies want to recover the memory that was stolen from them. But the way she's going about it will doom us all. We need to determine her destination and stop her. You know how you can feel the warmth and know the sun is above you, even if you never look up. That is what Scroot experiences every day in the service of her master, and what I sense when I commune with the one who knows. Now, it just feels empty. Perhaps. We know Blightcrown used a corrupting combination of pestilence and dream to avoid detection in the Panopticon, and he was trying to increase its potency. Maybe the rite did more than open a path. Maybe it cut Mora off from his own realm.
Laramil's idea is a good one. Master Shelreni has the answer we seek, and I know how to reach her.
Uh-oh. Now they're both ghosts. Oof. Okay. Actually, let me see what the name of this quest is gonna be. Or how do you get to it? Is that under you? Yeah. Or was it under J? There we go. Under J. Necrom. Complete the Conclave of Fate quest. So 1, 2, 3 left? Really? That seems short like a motherfucker. Wow, there's only 3 quests left. He was... One, 2, 3. Wait, that was 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. End quest, the main story. I've got 3 left. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, Pat. I think this is where I'm gonna stop the stream tonight. I will be back tomorrow for sure, where I'm gonna wrap this up, and then I'll probably do what I normally do, which is zone completion. Look, I'm at 6 of 9. I forgot this is. I forgot you can tell. I went to the freaky wiki to find the quest line. But you know what? There's gonna be a ton of side quests to do. There's still a lot of shit to do because it's 2 zones. Look at this. Wow. I still never finished this, which is the Deadwood, Deadlands, Fargrave. I never did do this. I never did Clockwork City either. There's still a shit ton of stuff that I haven't done. There's a lot of content in this game, Pat. Wait, was there a house to buy? This new zone doesn't look like it. At least not yet. They might add a house later. I can't see where. Maybe down here. And the new zone I think is here in the new expansion. Yeah, it's gonna be here. It's not on the game yet or in game yet. It's gonna be like there. So it was Deadwood. Deadwood was here, or Blackwood. After Blackwood was High Isle. Over here, after Black Isle or High Isle was Necrom. After Necrom was, or is, Gold Road. Or Blackwood was Greymorn. Western Skyrim up here. Before that was Somerset, or maybe Elsewhere. And before that was Morrowind. So there's like no pattern to try to guess what's next. There's not a lot of places left. The marsh. There's Windhelm, I think. No, well, Windhelm is already in game. Windhelm is here. Fuck was this? There's that. There's that. There's that. There's the rest of the desert. The rest of the swamp. So that's one expansion. 2, 3. 3 more expansions and the map is full. If I had to guess. 3 more expansions and the whole continent is filled in. They don't necessarily need to release an expansion to add more maps. They can do DLC, kind of like this place. This was DLC, not an expansion. They can probably do that for whatever this is. Anyway, I am going to bed. Pat, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night to finish the Necrom story. And I'll probably continue playing ESO. Maybe get into Enshrouded. Maybe get into Tekken, because that also came out. I'm gonna skip Pal World. That's not my style. Go figure some stuff out. All right, Pat. Good night.